So good morning, August 27, 2015. This is CISG114, Section 2. This is the second day of the semester, so let's get started. Welcome back. Good morning. This is the second day of the semester, and the projector is still not ready. So let me see. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. This is Dr. Wen speaking. We met the first time this past Monday, and this is CISG 114, the General Education course. This is section 2 of this course, and the name of this course is Web Technology and Live. Well, we didn't have as many people today as there are supposed to be. Let me check. So we have 24 persons. Okay, so we should have 23 students coming. That's good. We have fewest number of students than we expect, but it will be a very excellent class size. So today is day number 2. Okay, day number 1 of this week with the theme coming to terms with Web 2.0 in our daily living. Okay, so that is the core of each week. So we have the reading, which I'm going to introduce to you. We have the learn and practice, which we're going to use it today. And then on the first day of class, I hope after my introductions, you should have walked through the individual link of the syllabus, and hopefully you enjoy the design of this learning. Now, today is day number 2. I would like to ask you this very important questions to begin with. Good morning. What have you learned in the first class if you happen to be in this class on Monday? Okay? We have introduced to you quite a number of housekeeping things in this course. So, what have you learned? Why I ask this question? Because I would like to make sure that you understand in this class, my purpose is to help you to transition from a taught-to-learn student to a learn-to-learn student under the context of this subject area called Web Technology and Live. Okay? We're not just interested in learning some new technology. We are interested in integrating the impact of this technology in our daily living, and we could tell you how we feel about this. So, in order to help you to get started with a classroom format, I would like to give you a few minutes of the introductions of what you're going to do. Okay, so are you ready?
What is active learning? First, active learning involves teaching techniques that are something other than straight lecture. Second, active learning is not an entire project or assignment, but a much smaller task you give your students. However, a project or assignment can have several active learning pieces within it. Third, in order to consider something active learning, students must be doing something including discovering, processing, and applying information, not just listening to a lecture or reading a PowerPoint. Active learning can take many different forms, and instructors often use different strategies in face-to-face and online classes due to their differing approaches to teaching and learning. For example, in a classroom, the instructor might ask each student to turn to their neighbor and discuss a particular topic. In an online course, the same exercise can be accomplished using a discussion thread, document sharing, or instant messaging. The idea is the same, but the approach is different. So what about these examples are considered active learning? In our face-to-face class example, simply having students turn to their neighbor and discuss a topic is active learning. In the online course, having 2 students discuss the same topic via a discussion thread is active learning as well. Research shows that students learn more when they're engaged in active learning. It's important to remember that lecture does have its place in both face-to-face and online environments. However, during active learning, students are involved in much more than just reading or listening, and more emphasis is placed on higher order thinking skills, such as analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Further research has shown that students retain 70% of what they say and write, and they retain 90% of what they do. Compare this with the fact that students retain only 10% of what they read and 20% of what they hear, and you'll start to understand why active learning is so important. Now that we have an understanding of what active learning is and why we should implement it, let's look at some specific examples to give you a clearer picture of what constitutes active learning in practice. Let's take the example of a small group discussion. In a face-to-face setting, you might group students up and ask them to discuss a particular topic. While this alone is active learning, you can add to the exercise by asking each group to present their findings to the class in the form of a standard presentation, a radio or TV commercial, or a comedy skit. Now let's look at a small group discussion in an online course. You can group students into separate discussion threads and have them discuss a particular topic. Again, this alone can be considered active learning, but you can add to the exercise by having students present their findings using various Web 2.0 tools such as recording a presentation with a PowerPoint or Prezi, submitting a voice thread with audio and a series of images that relate to the topic, or present their topic in story format using Google Maps. As you can see, the possibilities are virtually limitless, so be creative. Both our face-to-face and online active learning examples covered the higher order thinking skills of analysis and synthesis, but what about evaluation? In this example, it would be quite easy to hold a peer review of each presentation. In a face-to-face class, you can simply have students give their opinions on how appropriate each group's observations were and how well they presented the information. This should spur more conversation with the guidance of the instructor. In an online course, peer reviews can be held using a simple discussion thread or a voice thread. So what about these examples are considered active learning? In our face-to-face and online class examples, the small group discussion is active learning, as is the preparation for the presentation itself, and the peer review of the presentation. Each step in the process is itself a distinct active learning strategy. Since students retain more information during active learning, simply stated, active learning equals better learning.
Okay, I hope you got a little bit of the message and the point of the discussion points. Now let's do it this way. The reasons why I showed you this video is because we have to do learning by doing. Okay, what does it mean? Remember, the message that I gave you in the first class on Monday, it's in order to help you the transitions from a taught-to-learn student to a learn-to-learn student, you need to learn how to become your own teacher. When you learn to become your own teacher, you need to do learning by one example means of active learning. Well, let's try to do it today. Let's try doing this. Let's spend 2 minutes tonight at this one. I would like you to find a neighbor where you can talk to and ask the neighbor, or you can share with your neighbor, what you have learned from the first class of this week. Remember, I told you lots of things, right? And then I invite you to discover more through this website. Now spend 2 minutes. Look around you. If you have anyone next to you, go to a row where you can find someone to talk to. Spend 2 minutes. And at the end of the 2 minutes, try to discover, remember, better say, 2 important things that you should have learned over the first day of class. And after that, we'll spend 3 minutes time. I'll pass the microphone to you, and you tell us what you learned. Okay? Well, basically, the game is, the root of the game is, I want to engage you to use the information you receive in the context of the learning. Now, talk to your neighbor, find someone to talk to, and then you will discover that under the public online discussion forum of week number 1. You can see here, I've already sent out a very interesting thread called What Have You Learned from Our First Class on Monday? Okay? So, use your mobile devices, get online, after your discussions with your editor, type in your findings there by pressing reply, okay? And type to something. Now don't waste time, go and look around to find someone. Can I invite you to just go and look around and find someone? Talk to that person and ask for at least one piece of information you learned from our day number 1. Okay? One piece of information. Do something. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm going to give you a time count. Now it's 11:40. I'm going to pass the microphone, or start passing the microphone to you at 11:42. and you maintain 3 minutes time of passing microphone, and you share with the whole class. And of course, in between you can type something on this social discussion forum by pressing reply. Talk to your neighbor, 1 or 2 minutes, share your findings, okay, when the microphone is passed to you, and give a written record of your sharing in this forum by pressing reply, okay? So talk, it's your time. It's your time. Don't be silent. Find out something. Talk to your neighbor, okay? Can you try? Talk to someone. You need to talk to someone. Just come together. You can talk. It's your time to talk. Now talk to him, okay? Talk, talk. Okay, talk. Let's just sit next to him. Okay, sit next to one another. Go, go, go. Oh yes, talk. Let's go ahead. What have you learned as a class? Talk, okay? And then get ready your mobile devices. Get online, okay? Talk. Talk. You have 1 minute and 40 seconds more. Talk. Okay? Find out 2 things you should have learned from our first day's class. Okay? Talk, keep talking, keep talking. Okay? I give you 1 more minute for talking, 1 more minute of talking. Actually, find out more when you talk. Okay? You don't just listen. So go, go, go. Don't sit on your go, go, go. Talk to him. Gentlemen, okay? Sorry to make you do that, this is gentlemen, not the lady. Alright, so talk, keep talking, find out more, don't just be silent. Learning is an active mode of doing something. Alright? Doing something by talking. Find out what you should have learned after the first class on Monday. Okay? You still have less than 1 minute's time. And then I'm going to pass the microphone, all right? Okay, so what have you discovered? What have you learned over the first class? Okay, what have you learned? Remember, this is the type of exercise I will hold you responsible at the beginning of each class, 5 minutes exercise. Now you need to get ready what you've learned as of last class. Our teacher will give you a quiz, and the quiz will be measures, but I do not want to give you a quiz, but this is kind of activity you need to do. Okay, the whole class will do it. Let's say, okay, can I pass the microphone to you? Could you share with us something you learned from the first class? And you can tell us your name, and then 1 thing that you learned. Yes? Very good. To track where you are, the whereabouts. Very good. Could you tell us the name?
My name is
Coco. So thank you very much to Coco. Thank you. You want to say something? Okay. So can I pass the microphone to you? Can you tell us something you learned as of last class? You can have your neighbor to help you. That's your partner at this point. Yes. Right. That's right. Exactly. That's a very important exercise. You need to keep doing it, but this time in a different social forum, right? What's your name? Apple. Thank you, Apple. Can you say something? Because of, you were here last time, right? So tell us something about what you learned as of last class.
Is not into UN model.
Right.
Yeah. and security pay.
Yes, security fee.
But I can't remember anything.
Okay, that's good. Do you need to do some homework in this course?
Homework?
Yes. Assignment?
No.
No. Okay, thank you. Okay. Do you believe that we do not need to do some assignment in this course?
If you
Yes.
finish your introduce yourself and you can go on and to the
Okay. if we finish introducing ourselves, we can go home to do something more. Okay, thank you. Could you pass the microphone to your fellow student? Yes, do you want to say something? Yes, forgot to ask for your name.
And my name is
Finn. Okay, yes.
Hello, my name is Kelvin.
Kelvin.
And I think the last lesson we know about the percentage of our points that
Right.
how to let us to pass these lessons. I
Yes.
think that is important because in the beginning we know that we can plan our things about these classes.
Thank you very much. He mentioned, what's the name?
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
K-E-L-V-I-N.
Thank you, Kelvin. He mentioned about the assessment scheme. So what you need to do with what percentage,
Yes.
and then you can plan ahead your time and effort. Thank you. You want to say something? Yes.
I know how to log in the Moodle
Thank you.
and the introduction.
The introductions of the course,
Yes.
right? Yes.
My name is Leo.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you. You want to say something?
We learn how to use the online discussion.
Forum. Yes, to say hello, right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. What's your
My
name?
name is Rufus.
Rufus, thank you. Could you pass the microphone to the lady here? Yes. So we go step by step. We don't have yes, hello.
Yes, my name is Hazel.
Yeah.
And well,
Thank you, Lisa.
last class you told us to learn to
Right.
you
Yes.
repeated that many times.
Yes. To learn to
They
learn.
always remember.
Very good. It's already good enough. Yes. You want to pass it to your Laban? Yes.
I'm Phoebe.
Phoebe? Yes.
Yes, I remember how to write in
Moodle? Yes.
and introduce.
Introductions of the course, and also how to introduce yourself to the whole class, right? Thank you, thank you. Using the discussion forum. Now remember, keep logging into the Moodle environment. Hello! So can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Ivy.
Ivy, yes. Do you remember anything you learned as of last class?
Class, we learn how to log into your Moodle and
Right.
introduce myself.
Okay.
And know the introduction of this
Course, yes, yes.
and learn about the security of
Right.
internet.
Very good. We talk about this. Can you pass it to the gentleman there? Yes.
My name is Max,
Max.
and I know how to log in Moodle and how to send the message to the whole class.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. And hello.
My name is Norman.
Yes, Norman.
I learned how to log in your Moodle and
Okay.
use it to introduce myself.
Okay. Okay. Anything more?
That's all.
Okay. Okay. Let's pass the microphone to you. Thank you very much,
I'm Cecilia.
Cecilia.
Yes, I was absent on Monday, but I
Okay.
think it's about the introduction of the
Yes.
security
Okay.
and how to log in into the UA model
Yes.
Yes.
That's very
in
good.
the self-introduction.
Okay. Yes. A simple message. Thank you very much. Now keep logging yourself into the system. Have you attended first class?
Yes, we listen to a song the way we walk itself at first, and then we log in the UN Moodle to say hi to everyone,
Right.
and then you introduce CISG to us, and you say that we will learn web technology, and we will learn how to use web blog and wikis and so on.
Very good. Very detailed. You want to say something? Thank you very much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Ashley.
Aston. Okay. Thank you.
My name is Rex, and I'm sorry to say I was absent in the last section, but I heard from my neighbor, and she said that we learned how to log into the UN module,
Yes.
as well as something about network security things,
Yes.
stuff like this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your sharing. So, do we have someone who would like to share on the first day? Yes.
I'm very sorry.
Don't need to say sorry.
No, I can't catch you so much.
Okay.
So I just learned how to log in the Moodle.
That's good enough.
Initiatives.
Okay. In the Moodle, you can still learn at your own pace, okay, because it's already there 24/7. What's your name?
My name is Faith.
Dave. Yes. Can you say
And
something?
I know that smartphone is very useful to our life.
Yes,
And
yes.
also many types of website is very useful, such as
Right.
Wikipedia and screen tools. Also, I know teachers your office and office hour.
That's very good. That's very good. Someone remember the office hour.
My
Yes,
name
please.
is Brandon.
Thank you, Samantha. Yes.
My name is Erica.
Erica.
And I learned that how to use the UN model
Thank
in
you.
last week. And
It's okay. It's okay. Just feel confident. There's no pressure. So okay.
and there's smartphone and it's very useful. And I remember you told us website.
Yes. Yes.
Such as the Wiki,
Yes. Yes.
Facebook,
Right.
and I still remember that your office time, your
Yes.
number.
Okay. Telephone number remembered. So in case you need help. Yes. Because my mobile number is already there. Can you share something? Yeah.
We use UN model
Right. Yes. Yes.
and introduction.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So let me give you a chance to say something. Yes.
I learned to log in the UN model
Right.
and basic information about
The course.
course.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. I think you did a very good job. You want to say something? Oh, you don't? Okay. Thank you.
I remember you said that we have a group for presentation, 2 people of group.
Yes. Yes. Starting with a pair. Yeah.
And not networking.
Thank you. Wow, that's very good. Every one of you pick up something good. Now, we do not need to press ourselves so hard because the idea of this general education course, as I said in the very